Okay, let's be clear. Europe is a great place. From the stunning landscapes that stretch from the rolling hills of Tuscany to the majestic fjords of Norway, Europe is a continent that never ceases to amaze. Its rich history is etched into every cobblestone street and ancient monument, telling stories of empires, revolutions, and renaissances. The cultural diversity is unparalleled, with each country offering its own unique blend of traditions, languages, and cuisines. Whether you're exploring the bustling markets of Istanbul or the serene vineyards of Bordeaux, there's always something new to discover. Tasty cheese, small cars, and quaint villages that look like they've been plucked straight out of a fairy tale. Europe is a gastronomic paradise, with each region boasting its own specialties. From the creamy brie of France to the tangy gorgonzola of Italy, the continent's cheeses are a testament to its culinary prowess. And let's not forget the charming little cars that zip through narrow streets, adding to the old world charm. These compact vehicles are not just practical, but also a symbol of Europe's commitment to sustainability and innovation. Interesting swimwear. What's not to like? The beaches of Europe are a haven for sunseekers and adventure enthusiasts alike. From the golden sands of the Mediterranean to the rugged coastlines of the Atlantic, there's a beach for every type of traveler. And the swimwear? It's as diverse as the people who wear it, reflecting the continent's eclectic mix of cultures and styles. Whether you're lounging on the French Riviera or surfing in Portugal, the beach scene in Europe is vibrant and full of life. But underneath all that charm, there's a continent on the edge of trouble. Despite its picturesque facade, Europe is grappling with a myriad of challenges. Economic instability, political unrest, and social issues are casting long shadows over its future. The bustling cities and quaint towns are not immune to these problems, and the signs of strain are becoming increasingly evident. Closed shops and deserted streets are a stark reminder that all is not well in this seemingly idyllic part of the world. We're talking financial problems that would make a rich banker sweat. The economic landscape of Europe is fraught with uncertainty. Financial markets are volatile and the specter of recession looms large. Even the wealthiest of bankers are feeling the heat as they navigate through turbulent times. The once thriving stock exchanges are now eerily quiet, and the downward trends in financial graphs paint a grim picture of the continent's economic health. Political unrest so strong it could spoil your cheese. The political climate in Europe is equally tumultuous. Protests and clashes between citizens and authorities are becoming alarmingly frequent. From the streets of Paris to the squares of Athens, people are voicing their discontent with the status quo. The social fabric is being tested, and the ripple effects are being felt across the continent. It's a situation that threatens to overshadow even the most cherished aspects of European life, including its beloved cheese. So get ready, because we're looking closely at the problems of Europe, focusing on 10 countries facing possible disaster. The challenges are not confined to a single nation. They span across borders, affecting multiple countries. From aging populations to the refugee crisis, the issues are complex and multifaceted. In this series, we'll delve into the heart of these problems, examining how they impact 10 specific countries and what the future might hold for them. It's a journey that promises to be as enlightening as it is sobering. You might want to grab a snack and a drink. You'll need it. As we embark on this exploration, it's important to stay comfortable. The stories we'll uncover are intense and thought-provoking, and having a snack and a drink by your side might just make the experience a bit more bearable. So sit back, relax, and join us as we take a closer look at the state of Europe today. Greece, land of myths, legends, and huge debt. Yeah, that last one isn't as fun as the stories make it seem. Remember the 2008 money problems? Greece was hit really hard. Those debt levels are still super high, and unemployment? It's easier to find a mythical creature in Athens than a job. Experts are saying scary things, using words like unsustainable and domino effect. Because if Greece fails again, it could cause big financial problems across Europe. Next, we have Italy, a country known for its rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. From the ancient ruins of Rome to the romantic canals of Venice, Italy is a place that captures the imagination of travelers from around the world. But beneath the surface of this picturesque nation lies a complex web of economic challenges that have been brewing for decades. Land of pizza, pasta, and, oh yeah, huge debt. Italy's culinary delights are world-renowned, but so is its staggering public debt. With a debt-to-GDP ratio that consistently ranks among the highest in Europe, Italy's financial woes are a cause for concern not just for Italians, but for the entire European Union. The country's love for good food is matched only by its struggle to balance the books. We're seeing a pattern here. Economic downturns, financial crises, and repeated issues that seem to plague not just Italy, but many countries in Europe. The cyclical nature of these problems suggests that there are deeper, systemic issues at play. It's like a never-ending roller coaster of economic instability that leaves everyone feeling a bit queasy. But Italy's problems are like that friend who keeps making bad choices but has great shoes. You can't help but love them, even though you know they're heading for trouble. The stylish streets of Rome and Milan may be filled with fashion-forward individuals, but beneath the surface there's a sense of impending doom. It's a country that looks good on the outside but is struggling to keep it together on the inside. We're talking about old infrastructure, a public debt as tall as the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is also about to fall over. Italy's ancient buildings and monuments are a testament to its glorious past, but they also highlight the country's current struggles. Crumbling infrastructure and a towering public debt are just the tip of the iceberg. The Leaning Tower of Pisa may be a tourist attraction, but it's also a metaphor for the precarious state of Italy's finances. And don't even get me started on the banking system. Italy's banks have been teetering on the edge of collapse for years, plagued by bad loans and a lack of confidence from investors. Long queues outside banks and alarming headlines about the banking system are a common sight. It's a sector that's in desperate need of reform, but change seems to be slow in coming. It's a disaster waiting to happen. The financial sector is like a ticking time bomb, and if it goes off, the repercussions will be felt far and wide. Panic in the financial district, people scrambling to secure their savings, and a general sense of unease are all too real possibilities. The stakes are high and the margin for error is slim, and if Italy fails, it could take all of Europe's money with it. The interconnected nature of the European economies means that a crisis in one country can quickly spread to others. The Eurozone is like a delicate house of cards, and if Italy's card falls, the whole structure could come tumbling down. Empty wallets and purses across Europe would be a stark reminder of the fragility of the economic system. It's a scenario that everyone hopes to avoid, but one that seems increasingly likely with each passing day. Ah, France, land of romance, baguettes, and not dead again. Okay, France isn't as bad as Greece or Italy, but don't let the fancy clothes fool you, they have problems too. Remember those yellow vests? They weren't just fashionable. They showed people's anger with, you guessed it, the economy. Low pay, high prices, it's enough to make anyone lose their appetite. And if more people get angry, those protests could become really serious. Chapter 4, Spain's sun, Sangria, and Separatist movements. Spain, where the sun is always shining, the drinks are flowing, and wait, why are those people demanding independence? Ah yes, Spain has beautiful beaches and tasty food, but they also have political problems. We're talking about the Catalonia independence movement, which is a really difficult topic. Add to that lots of young people without jobs, and you've got trouble. If they don't fix these problems, they might have a big crisis. Chapter 5, the United Kingdom. Brexit and Bust? Ah, the United Kingdom. Land of tea and, oh right, Brexit. Remember that? Leaving the EU? Turns out breaking up is hard to do. Suddenly trade and open borders aren't so easy. And the economy? It's really shaky. Things are a mess. And while they might fix things eventually, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Chapter 6, Germany. The engine that couldn't. Germany, the land of efficiency, and wait, do I hear struggling engines? Germany, the economic leader of Europe, is having problems. Remember those gas pipelines from Russia? Turns out depending on your enemy for important things can be bad, and with energy prices going way up, Germany's industry is slowing down. Germany is still strong, but this energy crisis has shown a weakness. Chapter 7, Poland, the Perils of Prosperity. Poland, a nation of pierogies and a dependence on EU money? This Eastern European country, known for its rich history, vibrant culture, and delicious cuisine, has seen remarkable economic growth over the past few decades, but beneath the surface of this prosperity lies a complex web of challenges and dependencies. It's true, Poland, once a success story, is facing problems. The country has enjoyed a period of rapid economic expansion, driven by a combination of domestic reforms and substantial financial support from the European Union. However, this growth has not been without its pitfalls. The reliance on EU funds has created a precarious situation where any disruption in this financial lifeline could have significant repercussions. They've had good economic growth, but it's come at a cost. The influx of EU money has spurred development and modernization, but it has also led to an over-reliance on external support. This dependency has made Poland vulnerable to shifts in EU policies and priorities. Moreover, the benefits of this growth have not been evenly distributed, leading to economic disparities within the country. Poland likes the EU's money, but that money comes with rules, and those rules are becoming a problem. The European Union imposes strict regulations and conditions on the funds it provides, aiming to ensure transparency, accountability, and alignment with EU values. However, these conditions have sometimes clashed with Poland's domestic policies and political agenda, leading to tensions and conflicts. The EU doesn't like some of the things Poland is doing. Recent years have seen increasing friction between Poland and the EU over issues such as judicial reforms, media freedom, and human rights. The EU has expressed concerns that some of Poland's actions undermine democratic principles and the rule of law, which are core values of the Union. These disagreements have led to threats of financial penalties and a potential reduction in funding, and that's putting the money at risk. Poland is in a difficult situation. The potential loss of EU funds poses a significant threat to the country's economic stability and development prospects. At the same time, Poland faces internal challenges, such as an aging population, social inequality, and the need to integrate refugees. Balancing these domestic issues with the demands of the EU is a delicate and complex task. The future of Poland's prosperity hangs in the balance as the nation navigates these turbulent waters. Chapter 8, Hungary Democracy? More like Do-as-I-Say-ocracy, Hungary land of goulash, and a government that's becoming less democratic? Yeah, that's not good. Hungary's been causing problems with the EU, testing the limits of democracy and human rights. And the EU is not happy. This isn't just about ideas, it's about money. The EU might not give Hungary money if it doesn't change. Hungary's economy is also struggling. Will Hungary change before it's too late? Chapter 9. Portugal, Fado, football, and fiscal fears. Portugal known for its coast, music, and a population problem. It's true. Portugal's population is getting older, and not enough babies are being born. A smaller workforce means less money for things like retirement and healthcare. Portugal also has low productivity, rising costs, and a tourism industry hurt by the pandemic. Portugal is a beautiful country, but they're facing serious challenges. Chapter 10. Ukraine, the war next door. Ukraine. Known for its sunflower fields and being invaded by Russia. While not part of the EU, Ukraine is very important to Europe's safety. We're talking about a terrible crisis with many people without homes, buildings destroyed, and a struggling economy. And while Ukrainians are strong, they need help. Even if the war ends soon, the problems will continue in Europe for years. This isn't just a small conflict, it's a global crisis. Outro: the future of Europe, doom and gloom, or a glimmer of hope. So there you have it. 10 European nations facing big challenges. From debt to political problems, population decline to war, the continent is in trouble. But before you panic, remember this. Europe has survived problems before, they've rebuilt and become stronger.